Hey Celeste, wnba, Sports 360 AZ. So you are one of the only returners from last year. I know that's kind of funny to say given the experience, but when you've had the chance to kind of indoctrinate the other players into it, what's it been like to be one of the only players to be back in this training camp?
Yeah, I think for me personally, I mean, just knowing like the facility and the people around us, I think it's helpful to just let everyone know that like this is pretty much a safe space. It's been a safe space for me, and it's a place to be who you are and be able to compete with everyone around you. So I've tried to kind of lean into all the people, the new people that have come in, and just remind them that it's okay to be who you are and to play your game. Everybody's pretty much looking out for you here. We have great people around us. So just trying to instill that in them a little bit, and then just talk and explain things that we kind of had similar from last year, but it's the same learning process for me. So just trying to go through it together and let them know that they're not alone in it either.
Hi, Celeste. David Veenstra, Desert Wave Media. A lot of the talk so far amongst camp has been the pace that Nate wants to play at, in addition to the defense and the positionless basketball. What has Coach said your role is with this team this year?
Yeah, I think, I always had a defensive mindset. So just continuing to be a pest on the ball and, just be able to fit in where I can, hit open shots, keep the ball moving, and, finding open shooters. We have very, very great people on the team, great players, and Satu's been able to slay since she's been at Dallas, and so just bringing her in and AT and even Sammy, I've been able to compete against Sammy overseas, so just being able to get them the ball and make sure that they're in great positions to score and help us.
Good to see you. Greg Moore, Arizona Republic columnist. I'm curious about the change in energy given all of the turnover, right? Like you were here last year, there's DT, there's BG, and then now this year it's a whole new thing. What's the difference between the energy right when you walk in the building?
I got great energy from them last year, but I think just kind of trying to maintain that energy and trying to spread that energy. I don't think it was a bad energy last year, but just trying to, rebuild. We got a lot of new players, so letting them know, what the energy should be like when they walk in, and just trying to keep that same level of intensity and energy, and just coming in here to compete. They were competitors last year, and so just being able to come in here and letting them know that the expectation here is to compete and to get after it and to work hard.
Hey Celeste, good to see you. It's Aya Abdeen for Ball is Life. What would you like to accomplish with the Mercury throughout this season, and how did your playing overseas help you prepare for the training camp?
Yeah, obviously the goal is to win, and I feel like my job is to do whatever I can to help us win in whatever position and role that is asked of me. And I think overseas, I think for me it was just more of trying to get comfortable and be confident, and I'm playing against grown women overseas, and I've had to play against Sammy and other girls in the W overseas, so just being really confident coming in and just continuing to work hard and get better at the things that I struggled with a bit.
Dana Scott, Arizona Republic. You were on this team last year when it was the oldest in the league, and now your team is now in the middle of the 12 W teams in terms of average age. Do you feel like there's a different youthful energy this training camp compared to last year when you came and towards the end of the season where everyone pretty much had their roles established?
Yeah, I think it's youthful in the sense of just trying to rebuild and relearn each other. That group was kind of together for a while, especially Soph, BG, and DT. So just coming in and just understanding that it's youthful in the sense of having to learn things and trying to get everybody on the same page and on board. But DT, as old as she was, like she still came in and she put in the work. So, I still felt that youthfulness in her and how she worked and how she was around us and the energy in that aspect. But I wouldn't say it's too much of a difference, but obviously the experience may be a little bit not as high as it previously was, but just being able to gel and being able to move with each other. And, we talk about like the positionless basketball that we want to play here. So just having so much versatility within each individual player has been pretty fun.
Hi, Celeste. Tia Reed for the Knicks. Due to some injuries, you saw a lot of time on the floor towards the end of last season, and we heard how much trust Nate had in you, even as a rookie. How do you feel like that experience and then also your time overseas has helped up your confidence coming into this season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's, a tremendous confidence booster, but at the same time, I always had the mindset of coming in and working, coming in and, trying to still develop that trust. Trust is something that you have to develop. And it takes time. And so for me, obviously, it was good to, be of the part of this team last year, but just continuing to try to instill in my teammates and not just my coaches that, that they can trust me and, that we're all going to make the right reads and play together.